Okay everyone, today we are going to start on academy test. Okay, so 1 second, hold on. Let's go to the quant section. Okay, so the first question of quant is the bag contain 30 marbles of 4 colors: white, black, red and green. Okay, if a marble is picked up at random, then the probability that it is either black or red or white is 3 divided by 5. Then what is the probability that selecting one green marble from the bag? Okay, hold on just a second. Over here, probability of selecting black or red or white is 3 by 5. Okay, means 3 by 5 means how much? Let's multiply it by 6, means 18 divided by 30. Okay, so what does it mean? That white plus black plus, sorry, so what does it mean? Black plus red plus white is equal to how much? 18. Means how much is left? Green is how much? Green is 12. Okay, so what is the probability of selecting one green marble from the bag? That is 12 out of 30. That is equal to how much? 6 2s are and 6 5s are. 2 divided by 5 means how much? 0.4 is the answer. Okay everyone, so let's mark 0.4 and move ahead. The next question: a trader gives a discount based on the number of articles purchased by the customer. The trader gives 5% discount when 8 articles are bought and 1/3% discount when 12 articles are bought. If the profit for the trader in each case is same, find the ratio of the marked price. Okay, the ratio of the marked price to the ratio of the cost price of an article. Okay, so first of all let's understand this question. Okay, so a trader gives a discount based on number of articles. Okay, 5% discount when 8 articles are bought. Okay, so let's say CP of each article is 100 rupees. Okay, so let's say the CP of each article is X rupees. Okay everyone, so in case of first case, total CP is going to be how much? 8x. Okay, and the trader gives 5% discount here. Okay, the 5% discount here, and over here in the second case, number of articles is 12, so total cost price is going to be 12x. Okay, and over here the discount is going to be how much? 8 1/3%. Okay, 8 1/3% is a discount here. So now after this, what we come to know, that the profit for the trader in each case is same. Okay, the profit in each case is same. We need to find the ratio of mark price to cost price. Okay, so over here let's say the mark price of each article is Y. Okay, so total mark price is going to be 8y. Okay, and over here the mark price is going to be how much? 12y. Okay, so over here the selling price is going to be how much? The selling price is going to be 95% of mark price. Okay, and over here the selling price is going to be how much? The selling price is going to be 8 1/3 is equal to how much? 8.33. that is 1/12, means 11/12 of mark price. That is equal to how much? 11y. Okay, so this is going to be how much? This is going to be 19/20, and this is 4 2s are 4 5s are, so this is going to be 38y/5. Okay everyone, so over here we got the selling price. Now the selling price over here, the profit made in each case is same. Okay everyone, the profit made, if the profit for the trader in each case is same. Okay, so over here the profit is equal to how much? 38y divided by 5 minus 8x is equal to 11y minus 12x. Okay, so let's solve this equation. What we will get, let's have a look at it. So this is going to be how much? 12x minus 8x is 4x is equal to 11y minus 38y/5. Okay, so 4x is equal to how much? 55. Okay, 55 minus 38 is how much? 12 plus 5, that is equal to 17y/5. Okay, so from this we come to know that x divided by y is equal to how much? 17 divided by 20. Okay, what we are supposed to find? We are supposed to find the mark price divided by cost price. Okay, so our answer is going to be how much? Mark price divided by cost price. Okay, so the mark price of each article is how much? Y, and the cost price of each article is x. So our answer is y divided by x, that is 20 divided by 17. Okay, so this option is the answer. After this, question number 53. Okay, what is the highest power of 5? in 111 into 112 into 113 and so on. Okay, so let me solve this. Okay, so over here, look here, the given expression, can I write given expression as 999 factorial, okay, divided by 110 factorial. Okay everyone, so this is nothing but 5 to the power something into x, and this is nothing but 5 to the power something into y. Okay everyone, so now we need to find the IGP of 5 here. Okay, so in 999 the IGP of 5 is going to be how much? Let's divide 999 by 5. The quotient is equal to how much? 5 ones are 5. Okay, then 5 nines are 45, and 5 nines are 45, and again 5 nines are 45, plus again divided by 5. Okay, 5 threes are 5 nines are, again divided by 5, 5 sevens are, okay, 5 ones are. So let's add all this. This addition is going to be how much? 246. Okay, now in the denominator, let's find the IGP of 110. IGP of 5 in 110 factorial, it is how much? Okay, so this number is how much? This number is 246 here. Okay, so in 110 IGP of 5 is equal to how much? 22 plus 4. Okay, that is equal to how much? 26. Okay, so IGP of 5 in this division is going to be how much? 246 minus 26, that is going to be how much? 220. Okay everyone, so let's mark 220 as answer and let's move ahead. After this, the next question is, Rohan divided all the gold coins with him among his 4 sons A, B, C, D such that 5 times, okay, hold on, let me write it simultaneously. Over here, there are total 4 sons are there. Okay, 5 times the number of coins with A is equal to 8 times the number of coin with B is equal to 3 times the number of coins with, sorry, hold on, 5 times the number of coins with A is equal to 8 times the number of coins with B. Okay, then 3 times B is equal to 4 times C, and then 4 times C, and then 4 times C is equal to 5 times D. Okay, 4 times C is equal to how much? 5 times D. Okay, so what we want to find is, okay, what we want to find is find the minimum number of total coins that Rohan had initially. Okay everyone, so let's find the ratio here. Okay, so over here we can say that the LCM of 4, 5, 3 is equal to how much? 60. Okay, let's take is equal to 60. So we come to know that the ratio of BCD is how much? The ratio of BCD is equal to how much? 20 is to 15 is to 12. Okay, and over here the ratio of A and B is the ratio of A divided by B is equal to how much? 8 is to 5. So over here the value of B is 20, over here the value of B is 5. So let's multiply this ratio by 4. So this becomes how much? This becomes 8 4s are 32. Okay, so 32 is to 20. So finally we come to know that the ratio of ABCD is equal to how much? Let's have a look at it. 32 is to 20 is to 15 is to 12. So the minimum number of marbles is equal to how much? Addition of these 4 numbers. Okay, let's add these 4 numbers. The addition is going to be how much? 52. Okay, 52 plus 27, that is equal to how much? 79 is the addition. Okay, so let me type 79 as the answer here. Okay, how to type? Hold on, 79. Yes. So let's move ahead. The pipe P can completely fill an empty tank. Okay, I think it will take time. Let's move ahead. Okay, now over here, let's try to solve this question. There is a fraction P divided by Q. Okay, there is a fraction P divided by Q where P and Q are natural numbers. If the numerator, okay, look here, P divided by Q. Okay, if the numerator is increased by 2 and the denominator is increased by 3, okay, plus 2 plus 3, the ratio becomes how much? 3 divided by 4. If instead, if only numerator is decreased by 1 and keeping the denominator same, okay, the value of fraction becomes 2 divided by 3. So 2 linear equations, very simple question. Let's solve this. So over here we come to know that Q is equal to 2Q is equal to how much? 3P minus 1. Okay, so over here we come to know that 4P plus 8 is equal to 3Q plus 9. Okay, so what we can do here is, this is nothing but 4P minus 3Q is equal to 1. Okay, so now over here, okay, so let's solve these two equations. This is how much? This is equal to 3P minus 2Q is equal to 1. Okay, so what I'm going to do is multiply first equation by 3. Okay, multiply this equation by 3. This becomes 12P minus 9Q is equal to 3. Okay, and multiply this equation by 4. So multiply this equation by 4, or we do not need to do this. Okay, hold on, we do not need to do this, or let's do this. Okay, 12p minus 8q is equal to 4. Okay, so now let's subtract these two equations now. Okay, let's subtract these two equations. So this is going to be how much? This is going to be minus q is equal to minus 1. Okay, so we got q is equal to 1. Okay, so now p is going to be how much? Let's have a look at it. Q is equal to 1, so p is also 1, I think. Okay, so I'm not sure it is correct or wrong, maybe I made some mistake, so let's cross check here. Okay, p is equal to 1 and q is equal to 1. Okay, if I add plus 2 and plus 3 here, this becomes how much? 3 by 4, correct. And if I subtract 1 from numerator, how it is possible then? I made some mistake here. Okay, so this is a very easy question. Let me solve this again. Okay, so p divided by q, p plus 2 divided by q plus 3, okay, is equal to how much? 3 by 4. And then numerator is decreased by 1, p minus 1 divided by q is equal to how much? 2 by 3. Okay, so now we need to find the value of p divided by q. So 4p plus 8 is equal to 3q plus 9. Okay, so this becomes 4p minus 3q is equal to 1. Over here 3p minus 3 is equal to 2q. Okay, over here I made a mistake. Yes, so 3p minus 2q is equal to how much? 3. Okay, so now this is equation 1, this is equation 2. Let's multiply equation 1 with 3. Okay, so 12p minus 9q is equal to 3. Let's multiply equation 2 with 4. Okay, so 12p minus 8q is equal to 12. So let's subtract this now. Okay, so we will get q is equal to 9. Okay, we got q is equal to 9. Let's put q is equal to 9 here. So 3p minus 3 is equal to 9 to the 18. So 3p is equal to 21. So p is equal to 7, q is equal to 9. So p plus q, that is 7 plus 9, is equal to how much? 16 is the answer. Okay, so let's type 16 and let's move ahead. Now the next question over here, again this is a very easy question. Look here, if you know the concept. So we know that 3a plus 2b is equal to c is equal to 54. So to get the maximum value of this, what we need to do is 3a divided by power of a is equal to 2b divided by power of b is equal to c divided by power of c is equal to k. We need to solve this along with 3a plus 2b plus c is equal to 54. Okay, so if we solve this, okay, we will get a is equal to how much? 2k by 3. Okay, we will get b is equal to 3k by 2, and we will get c is equal to 4k. Let's put these values here. We will get the value of k. Okay, if I put a is equal to 2k by 3, so this will be 2k, this will be 3k, this will be 4k is equal to 54. Okay, means 9k is equal to 54. Okay, means k is equal to 6. So our answer is going to be how much? So hold on, k is equal to 6 means value of a is going to be 4, value of b is going to be 9, and value of c is going to be 24. We need to find the value of a square b cube a square b cube into c to the power 4. Okay, so the value of a square is how much? 4 square, b cube is 9 cube, c to the power 4 is 24 to the power 4. So this is our answer. Okay, so we need to convert this into prime factorization. Okay, so this is nothing but 2 to the power 4, this is nothing but 3 to the power 6, this is nothing but 24 is what? 2 to the power 3 to the power 4, that is 2 to the power 12, and 3 to the power 4. Okay, so this is going to be how much? 2 to the power 16 into 3 to the power 10. Okay, 2 to the power 16 into 3 to the power 10. So last option, yes. After this, the next question is we want to find the highest power of 72 in 72 factorial. Okay, now 72 is equal to what? 2 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 2. Okay, so basically we need to find in 72 factorial, we need to find IGP of 2. So IGP of 2 is going to be how much? 36 plus 18 plus 9 plus 9 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. Okay, so let's do this addition. This is equal to 54 63. Okay, 54 63. Okay, 63 64 and 70. Okay, now IGP of 3 is going to be how much? 24 8 2. Okay, that is equal to how much? 32, 34. Okay, so over here we come to know that IGP of 2 cube is going to be how much? IGP of 2 cube is going to be how much? 70 divided by 3. The quotient is how much? 23. And IGP of 3 square is how much? IGP of 3 square is going to be 17. So how many complete groups of 17 and 23 we can form? 17. So overall IGP of 72 becomes 17. The answer is first option. Let's move ahead. Over here, this is the miscellaneous series. Okay, so let's try to solve this. Let's try to identify the pattern first of all. The value of k is equal to how much? 1 upon 3 into 7. Okay, plus 1 upon 7 into 11. Correct, very easy pattern. Plus 1 upon 11 into 15. Okay, plus 1 upon, this number has to be how much? 15 into what? Tell me. 15 ones are 15, 15 into 19. Okay, and so on. Okay, so over here we can see that the difference between the denominator is how much? 4. Okay, so for this fraction we can write 1 by 3 minus 1 by 7. No, we cannot write. We need to multiply it by 1 by 4. Okay, the second, this fraction is 1 by 4 into 1 by 7 minus 1 by 11 and so on. Okay everyone, so over here what happens? 1 by 4, let's take common, so 1 by 3 minus 1 by 7 plus 1 by 7 minus 1 by 11 and plus so on. You can see that all the terms will get cancelled out in between this, except this minus 1 by 3. Sorry, this 1 by 3 will not get cancelled out. Okay, all the other terms will get cancelled out and last term will not get cancelled out. The last term will be 1 upon infinite, that is very close to 0. Okay, so finally we left with what? We left with 1 by 4 into 1 by 3, that is equal to how much? 1 by 12. So the value of k is equal to 1 by 12. Okay, but we are supposed to find the value of 84k we want to find. Okay, so value of 84k is going to be how much? 84 into 1 by 12, that is equal to how much? 7. Okay, 12 7s are 84. Okay everyone, so the answer is going to be 7 here. Let's mark 7 as an answer here and let's move ahead. We left with 23 minutes. Okay, now over here look here, PQRS 4 frame circumference 200 km in anti-clockwise direction. The speed we know. What is the difference between the individual distance covered by Q and S and Q covered distances traveled by Q and S when PQRS meet for the first time at the starting point? Okay, looks easy. Okay, let's try to do this. Over here we want the meeting of PQRS for the first time at the starting point. Okay, so time required for first meeting at starting point, okay, is how much? LCM of what? 200 by 8, 200 by 12, 200 by 20 and 200 by 28. Okay, so this is going to be how much? Let's have a look at it. This is going to be LCM of 200 by 8 is 25 by 1. Okay, 200 by 12 is how much? 50 by 3. Okay, this is going to be how much? 10 by 1 and this is going to be 50 by 7. Okay, so now LCM is going to be how much? LCM of numerators is 50 divided by HCF of denominator is 1. So 50 hours. Okay, after every 50 hours they are going to meet at the starting point. So their first meeting happens at starting point after 50 hours. Okay, what is the difference between the individual distances traveled by Q and S? Okay, so now in this 50 hours distance traveled by Q is how much? Okay, 50 into the speed of Q is 12. Okay, and S. Okay, yes, in this 50 hours distance traveled by S is how much? 50 into 28. We need to find the difference. Okay, the difference is going to be how much? 50 into 28 minus 12. Okay, that is equal to how much? 50 into 16, that is equal to 800. Is this number in option? Yes, 800 is the answer. Very easy question. After this, let P and Q are the positive integers. Okay, if x square plus is equal to 0 have the real roots, what is the smallest value that P plus Q can take? Okay, over here these are having real roots, so b square minus 4 is the condition we can use. Okay, smallest possible value. Okay, I think we should skip this. Let's go till the last question. Okay, we left with 20 minutes. Okay, look here, this question looks easy. Okay, let's try to attempt this. PQRS had some money, they played game of exchange money. First P doubled the amount with the others, Q doubled the amount with the others, R doubled with the others, S doubled with the others, and after each one is having 240. Very easy question. Look here, let's have a look at it. So PQRS, okay, so initially, okay, initially after round 1, after round 2, after round 3, okay, there are how many people are there? 4 people are there, okay, and after round 4, okay, in round 1 P is going to double, in round 2 Q is going to double, in round 3 R is going to double, in round 4 S is going to be double, okay. At last everyone is having 240 rupees, okay. Over here S doubled the money, okay. Over here S doubled the money, means before doubling P will be having 120, Q 120, R 120, and S will have how much? S will have 360, okay. 360 plus 240 is equal to how much? 600, okay. Over here R doubled, okay, so this will be 300 here, this will be 60, this will be 60, okay. So R will be having how much? R will be having 120 plus 300 and 120, 120, 120, 240, 240 plus 300, okay, 240 plus 300, 540, okay. Over here Q doubled, means over here it is 30, it is 270, it is 150. So 270 over here, R to R 270 is given, okay. 270 plus 150 is how much? 320, 420, 420, 450, 450 plus 60 is 510 here, okay. Over here P doubled, okay, so this is going to be 75. We want to find the initial amount of Q. Initial amount of Q is going to be how much? Half of 510, that is equal to how much? 255 rupees. I hope this is correct, okay. 255. After this, Rahul is a salesman working for a pharma company. He earns a fixed salary of 15,000 per month and a commission of 8% on the annual basis, exceeding 5 lakh. So what is the annual sales if an average he earns 23,000 per month, okay. Look here, so let's say the sales done by Rahul is equal to X, is equal to X plus 10 lakh rupees, sorry, X plus 5 lakh rupees, okay. So now his commission is going to be how much? His salary is going to be how much? 15,000, okay, plus 8% of the sales above 5 lakh, that is 8% of X, that is equal to how much? 23,000, okay. So 8x by 100 is going to be how much? 8,000. So X is going to be how much? X is going to be 1,000. X is going to be how much? 1,000, okay, into 100, okay everyone. So now X is going to be how much? Let's have a look at it. X is going to be 1 lakh rupees. I think this is correct, okay. Yes, this is correct. X is going to be 1 lakh rupees. So 1 lakh rupees and 5 lakh rupees. So total sales is going to be 6 lakh rupees. Let me check this question again. Let me check this question again. Okay, that is fine. That is fine. X is how much? 1 lakh rupees, okay. X is how much? 1 lakh rupees and 5 lakh rupees, okay. 5 plus 1 is 6 lakh rupees, okay. What we want to find, what are the total annual sales we want to find, okay. Don't make a mistake here. So 6 lakh rupees is a sales is, just 1 second, hold on, 8% on annual sales done by him exceeding 5 lakh rupees. 1 second, hold on. We need to do this question again, okay. So 15,000 is the per month, okay. So means he did sales of 1 lakh rupees extra every month, okay. So 12 lakh rupees, okay. 12 lakh rupees is the extra sales plus 5 lakh into 12, that is equal to 60 lakh. I think the answer is 72 lakh, okay, because we want to find the annual. 1 lakh extra is per month, okay. 5 lakh per month into 12, 60 plus 12, it's 72 lakh rupees, okay. So what we need to type here, total sales, that is 72 lakh rupees, okay. 72 and 5 zeros. I think there is some problem, from my side, okay. Let's ignore it. Now over here Over here, 5 friends A, B, C, D, E running around a circular track with the speeds 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 anti-clockwise, while B and D clockwise. At how many distinct points will A meet with any of the other? Okay, so let's ignore it, we'll do it later on if time permits. 145 men of equal efficiency assigned task to, but by one, just 1 second, hold on, this looks easy. Okay, 145 men of equal efficiency assigned task which finish in 4 days. Okay, so total, we are going to assume that 1 unit per day is a per man efficiency. Okay, so total work is going to be how much? 145 into 4, that is equal to how much? 400 and 180, 580. Okay, 580 units is the total work, but on the day, on day 1 only 1 man did his work. Okay, 2 more men with the same efficiency as the first man joined on the second day. Similarly, 3 more men. Okay, so day 1 there is only 1 man. Day 2 there are 1 plus 2. Okay, day 3 1 plus 2 plus 3 men are there. Okay, day 4 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 men are there. Okay, so find in how many days the work gets complete. So on day 1 only 1 unit is completed, day 2 3 units, day 3 6 units, day 4 10 units. Okay, so this goes on. Okay, so we need to find on which day the addition will be 580. Okay, so what we need to do here is, again this looks lengthy. One second, this looks lengthy. I think we should go to the next question and we'll come back if time permits. Okay, so over here the next question is 6 by 6 square grid, each having a distinct identity in how many ways? 4 identical coins, ignore it, are the sides of triangle. Find the number of obtuse angle triangles that are possible. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so over here 20, 21 and K. The range for K is how much? The range for K is from 2. Okay, the range of K is from 2 to 40. Okay, so now we want obtuse triangle. So there are 2 cases. First case is the largest side is 21. Okay, and the second case is the largest side is K. Okay, so we want obtuse triangle. So over here 21 square should be greater than 20 square plus K square. Okay, so K square should be less than 441 minus 400. So K square should be less than, okay, K square should be less than 41. So K can be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so over here 5 triangles are possible. If the largest side is K, then K square should be greater than 20 square plus 21 square. Okay, so means K square should be greater than 841. Okay, so the value of K can be 29, no, 30. Okay, 30, 31 to 40. How many numbers are there? Total 11 numbers are there. So 11 plus 5, total how many triangles are possible? Total 16 triangles are possible. Okay, yes. Over here I think this question will take time. Okay, let's go to the next question. Kamal invested a certain sum of money at 20% per annum interest compounded half yearly. After 2 years he received, find the amount of money that Kunal had invested. Okay, so over here the rate of interest is how much? 20% per annum after 2 years. Half yearly means 10% every half year. Okay, total there are 4 half years in 2 years. So overall return that he will be getting is successive of 10, 10, 10, 10. If you calculate this is 46.41%. okay, so what does it mean? If I invest 100 rupees, okay, if I invest 100 rupees I will get 146.41%. okay, so now over here I got 102,847. okay, how many rupees? Sorry, 487. okay, how many rupees I invested? So okay, I will be using calculator here for the quick calculation. Okay, so what I need to do is 102,487 into 100 divided by 146.41. okay, hold on, 102,487 into 100 divided by 146.41. so the amount invested is 70,000 if you do cross multiplication. okay, so let's type 70,000 here. let's move ahead. After this, two types of spirit solution P and Q are mixed in a proportion 3:5. The volume of the mixture is then doubled by adding a solution P such that the resulting mixture has 60% spirit. Find if solution P has 70% spirit, then find the percentage of Q. Okay, hold on. So 1 second, there are two spirits P and Q. P is having 70% spirit, Q is having X% spirit. Okay, if the volume of the is mixed in a proportion 3:5, the volume of the mixture is then doubled, okay, by adding solution P. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will take 3 quantity of this and 4 quantity of the 5 quantity of this. Okay, so 0.7x plus, sorry, hold on, 70% of 3 plus x% of 5. In this I am going to double it, means I am going to add 8 liters now. 8 liters of P I am going to add, means 70% of 8. Okay, so this is resulting is how much? 60% of total is how much now? 16. Okay, so now let's solve this equation. Let's multiply this equation by 100. So this is 210 plus 5x plus 8 7s are 56. Okay, is equal to 16 6 are 960. Okay, so 5x is equal to how much? This is going to be 400 minus 210. Okay, that is equal to 5x is equal to 190. So x is going to be how much? 5 3s and 5 8s are 38%. Okay, after this, f of x is equal to 3 to the power x, and n is a number such that n to the power n is equal to 3 to the power, what is the value of? Okay, let's solve this. Okay, this looks easy. So first of all we need to find out log of n. Okay, so over here n to the power n is equal to 3 to the power 324. Let's take log of both sides. So n log n, okay, is equal to 324 log 3. Okay, so now take a base of 3, take a divide by log 3 both sides. So this becomes like this. Okay, so log of n to the base 3 becomes how much? 324 divided by n. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to find the log of, we need to find f of 324 divided by n into f of n. Okay, so this is going to be how much? F of x is equal to 3 to the power x. So this is 3 to the power 324 by n into 3 to the power n. Okay, so over here 3 to the power 324 divided by n plus n. Okay, so what we need to do the next? 1 second, what is the value of this? I think we should skip this. Let's go to the next question. Over here looks very lengthy. This one, the tangents are drawn from point P, 3, 1. Okay, with the equation, the tangents are drawn from a point to a circle, okay, touching at point M and N. What is the length of MN? Hold on, the tangents are drawn from a point to a circle touching at point M and N. Okay, so 1 second, hold on, the diagram is going to be like this. Okay, this point is M, this point is N, this point is -3, 1. We need to find the length of MN. I think this will take time. Let's go to the next question. Okay, so over here f of x and g of x, we need to find the value. This looks easy. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so now over here f of 5 is how much? F of 5, this is an inverse function. Okay, this is an inverse function. So f of 5 is going to be how much? 25 plus 2, 27 divided by f of 5. Okay, inverse function. Okay, so f of 5 is going to be 5 only. Okay, so now we need to find g of 5. G of 5 is going to be how much? G of 5 is going to be 16 5s are 80. 80 minus 15 is equal to how much? 65. Okay, yes. A two-digit number xy in a base 11 is 1/3 of the number formed by reversing its digits considered in base 19. How many such numbers are possible? Let's ignore it. Over here, 3 to the power 6 plus 12 plus 24 till plus 6y is equal to what is the value of y? Let's try to solve this question. Okay, so 1 second, hold on. So 3 to the power, okay, 3 to the power, this is the arithmetic progression, no? So 6y, we need to find the value of y. Okay, so 1 divided by 729 is equal to how much? 3 to the power minus 6 to the power minus 66 means 3 to the power 6 into 66. Okay, so 6 into 66 is equal to how much? 6 plus 12 plus 18 plus so on. Let's till 6y. Okay, let's divide it by 6. So 66 is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 till y. Okay, so now over here summation of first and natural number, we know summation of first 11 natural numbers is 11 into 10, 11 into 12 divided by 2, that is equal to 6 is correct. Yes, y has to be 11. Yes, okay, so y has to be 11. Okay, after this we answered 16 questions till now. 4 minutes are left. Let me see which question we can solve. This question, let's try this. Okay, a two-digit number xy in base 11, that is going to be how much? 11x plus y in decimal system is equal to 1/3 of a number formed by reversing yx in a base 11 means 19y plus x. Okay, so let's multiply it by 3. 33x plus y is equal to 19y plus x. So this is going to be how much? This is going to be 32x is equal to 18y. Okay, so x divided by y is going to be how much? 18 divided by 32, that is equal to how much? 9 divided by 16. Okay, so how many such a two-digit numbers are possible? Hold on, 0 two-digit numbers are possible. Okay, I think the answer is 0 here. Okay, after this 3 minutes are left, so let me see which other questions we can solve. This question I think we will be able to solve this again. Let's try with the fresh. Okay, so n to the power n is equal to 3 to the power 324. So if I take log n, okay, so n log n is equal to 324 log 3 divided by log 3. Okay, so it will become log 3 to the base. Okay, so log n to the base 3 is equal to how much? 324 divided by n. Okay, so now log n to the base 3. Okay, so f of log n to the base 3 is going to be how much? 3 to the power 324 divided by n. Okay, means this is going to be how much? This is going to be, hold on, and then this is going to be multiplied with f of n. F of n is going to be how much? 3 to the power n. Okay, so this addition is going to be how much? That we are supposed to find. No, hold on, n to the power n, this is n to the power n. Now let's find the value of n then. Okay, so this is 39. Okay, 81, I think 81. Yes, it is 3 to the power 4 is 81. 81 to the power 81, value of n has to be 81. Yes, value of n has to be 81. Okay, so 3 to the power 324 by 81 into 3 to the power 81. Okay, so this is going to be 3 to the power 4 plus 81, that is equal to 3 to the power 85. Let me see, this is an option or not? Yes, this is in the option. Okay, so now 1.5 minutes is left. Hold on, let me check which other questions we can solve. This question we can try. Hold on, this question, half of the calculation we did here, just we need to identify the addition. Okay, hold on, this addition, we want this addition to be 580 when it becomes 580. Okay, so actually this is a second difference arithmetic progression. I think we will not be able to solve this in the remaining time. Okay, so we'll submit the test here. Let's see out of 18 questions how many are correct and how many are wrong. Okay, yeah, this is my scorecard. Okay, total 48 score is there. Okay, I attempted only quantitative ability section, 48 marks in that quantitative ability section. Okay, and in the analysis part, okay, 18 marks in advanced maths and 30 marks in the basic mathematics. Okay, that's it.